Welcome back to Let's Play. We just entered and re-exited the wiggle bug, the cat thing. Cat dog? It's a cat. And we got our last card. We got Palisade's card back. And we may or may not have just learned how to dust channel. Now we're back outside. As Nova says, I don't see any way around it. The center hid me from the true nature of the glandulock seed, but does it matter? If the anodyne will truly bring about peace and beauty like the psalmist says, then who am I to stand in the way? I was created for a purpose. Why should I be owed anything more? And yet, I'm just not sure. In the end, there are two choices. Achieve the anodyne, or confront the center. Although, maybe I should just keep working until I'm more certain of my decision. Acquired item. Nova's Dilemma. Nova can confront the center by heading to the dust prism cap in blue... the dust prism cap in Blue Veil Center. Alrighty. I'm going to... Can I... Nova Pets Wolgally. Hello. If I belong to you, then you will protect me from the dust. I won't have to worry about ever becoming wild again, because you will always be my owner. Near or far, I understand abstract concepts as no wild creature could. My favorite activity is to chase the buggy flies around the plateau. I am careful never to touch them, though. Only a wild creature would harm a buggy fly. I understand the proper place of a fantasy versus reality. Brrr. Oops. I didn't get to check out the wrestling ring. Well. If anybody in the comments wants to tell me what the wrestling ring is like, just holla at your boy. I guess we will descend. And... I mean, listen. I think you know what we're doing. You know this channel. You know us. We're your friends. We would never lead you astray. And, you know, we're confronting the center. Enter the door. Outer South Sands. I think we might have to miss where that last card is, but so is life. On the upside... On the upside, we get to get the highway music. We're going this way. Gonna go through the washing machine. That's not what they call it when it's for cars. They call it the car wash. It's still a machine though, right? But they don't call it a car washing machine, they just call it a car wash. You ever been to a car wash and think, hey, this is a machine, why isn't it a washing machine? Oh, yuck, 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 yuck. Special card from Palisade. After Nova landed in Dustbound Village, Gem Kanako tore this up and has since taped it back together. It has no protective use anymore. Cool. And so I'm still missing just the one. The one! But because of that one, it does mean that it is also... You're able to... Potentially, I think... Fill out the... Oh, does it not count? It doesn't count. Oh. You know, we're going to pause the episode right here. I'm going to see where that... Like, sort of what that card is. And we'll decide from there. Be right back. We're back. It is, in fact, just sort of hidden in the hill. It's sort of on the hill. So we are going to mosey our way down there. Just pick that up real quick. And, you know, just to have all them cards. It's nice to have all them cards. Wait, I didn't need to get on the highway. I just dig this jam so much, you know? You get it. You all get it. You understand what I'm going through here. Oh, see you there. And here we are. Let's follow the trail left by the cacti on top of the hill, as opposed to along the... There it is. There it is. Wait. Blink. Blink. And we got, along some cliffs, Nova found a card. Let's see what this card may be. It is Outer Sands Night. In the past, small children were bitten by snakes in the desert at night. That was before the center regained narrative influence in the Outer Sands. Oh, alrighty then. Well, in that case, off we go once more to Prism Cap in Blue Vale. That teapot-looking place. From there, we will confront. So I suspect this episode will probably run a little long, so as to just complete the game. Here we are at Blue Vale Center. We are at the cap. Press talk. Confront the center. How do I feel about this? I think yes. Let's go. Am I sure? You know what? Yeah. There's no turning back. You know what? Here. There's a save point right here. Just right here. Let's save the game. And then we hop in. Easy as that. Confront the center? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. There's no turning back. I understand. Do you really think that you can change anything? I have a plan. Well, look what we have here, little Nova, wearing the big girl pants. You think you're really something, don't you? You really think highly of yourself, isn't that right? Yeah. Ha! That's a laugh. As if you've ever been more than a whimpering mound of self-pity. So you're really going to go through with this? Yeah. Even though it means turning on your back on Sea Psalmist and Palisade? I wouldn't necessarily mean that it... Yeah. Well, fine then. Do things your way. We'll just see how it turns out, won't we? My plan begins with removing the top lid of the dust prism. Perhaps I can use my spark ability. Oh, hey. Nano Cleaner Nova, what is the meaning of this? I'm worried about this behavior, young lady. It is highly risky, and we wouldn't want you to get hurt. You don't care about me at all, do you? You just want to use me. Not at all, Nova. You are highly prized by the Center, and we've always striven to demonstrate your worth with the utmost professionalism. The MetaClean framework was specifically designed with... That's enough, visionary. I told you your soulless pandering would be our downfall. Nova, we have sincerely attempted to support and guide you in your work to the best of our abilities, but that was not all you needed, was it? You needed love, caring, the nourishment of the spiritual self. You're not merely a machine to be oiled and controlled. I understand that now, Nova. Don't you see? I too feel the emptiness inside, the longing. Nova, these feelings are important. They point us to the center, to the Anodyne. I hate the Glandalox seed. I hate that it lives inside of me and wraps itself around my every experience. It hurts me when I want to explore. It numbs me when I want to feel. It makes me afraid when I want to be strong. Why didn't anyone warn me? How could you let this happen? I didn't know what it would be like until it was far too late. Nova, I should think you'd understand this by now. The world outside is broken, filled with lascivious temptations and destructive thoughts. Nothing of true value comes from the dust, no matter how alluring it might seem. The center is saving you the trouble of mucking about in that cesspool of shame and heartache. It may seem like we are missing out now, but nothing out there can compare to the glory of the Anodyne. I just don't think I believe that anymore. I want to be able to feel things and see things and find my own path. Nova, the center has been very patient with your wandering heart, but now that patience wears thin. What choice do you imagine that you have here? Do you think that you could be anything besides the Nano Cleaner? Do you really think you can change who you are? Ellipses. No, I don't. In an instant, Nova flings her body into the prison. Psalmist cries out in shock and alarm. Visionary snorts in disgust. But as Nova falls away from them, cocooned in the pillar of swirling dust, their voices fade like a distant dream. Nova thinks to herself, it would be so easy to let go. To just forget about the limits of my skin and melt into the dust. It would feel so nice not to exist. No, that's not why I came here. I have to hang on. I have to be there. Besides, if I can convince them that I'm gone, then maybe, just maybe. Nova tumbles through the prism. She grows closer and closer to the bottom, and she reaches it. Her body pierces through the crystalline barrier, the burst prism spewing dust and debris in all directions. See Psalmist and see Visionary survey the aftermath of Nova's impulsive plunge. The base of the prism is damaged. Dust has leaked out and suffused the air of the chamber. Nova is nowhere to be seen. No, she's been destroyed. Visionary, what have you done? I poured my heart out to Nova and you broke her will. That cleaner was poisoned from the start by your mindless chatter. What was it that stoked her illogical desires? Oh, Center, forgive us. How long can this go on? As long as it must, obviously. The Anodyne will work beautifully. It's only a matter of time. With my guidance, the next cleaner will succeed. But the creation of a cleaner is costly, and if a new palisade is generated as well, the center's energy stores will be left in critical condition. A new palisade? Oh. Had that backwards. A new palisade? Ha! Palisade's guidance was worse than your own. The center briefed me on the consequences of that little experiment. Palisade nurtured Nova's soul. Perhaps if she were still around, Nova would not have turned to such drastic measures. Sentimental fool. You're beginning to sound like that wayward Nova. Have you forgotten that was wrought by the previous cleaner? What was wrought by the previous cleaner? Before the initiation of the Glandalock protocol? Just trust in the center. The iteration is nearly complete. All we need to do is wait. Sometime later. Ellipses. Ouch. Nova's whole body aches. Slowly she opens her eyes to see that she has landed inside the bowl-like depression of Center Sanctuary. Her body must have been torn nearly to shreds by that dive through the dust prism. She glances down to survey her wounds and sees nothing. Her plan is working. She's successfully dust channeling, vibrating the particles around her to camouflage herself in plain sight. See Psalmist and see Visionary float above, none the wiser, and, as if on cue, a strange sight runs into Nova's field of vision. Nova sees herself? No, a mirror image. A new cleaner. The newcomer stands on the center pedestal where Psalmist and Visionary await her. Zara, listen closely. I will now reveal to you your true purpose and the path ahead. You have been born into a war zone, Zera. Granted, it is not a contest of swords or guns, of armies or infantry. We wage war that is nearly invisible, yet wholly insidious. We face a deadly force that wrinkles the face of time, as a lurking water beast ripples the surface of a lake, disrupting the clear reflection of our souls. We call it Nano Dust. Nova watches as Sea Psalmist delivers those familiar words, this time to a new cleaner, Zera. She steels herself to execute the next stage of her plan. Her timing must be perfect. The dust around her sways in rhythmic patterns. She lets its tempo envelop her. Swish. 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 Then she drops the mirage and bursts into view. Sea Psalmist cries out, Nova, is that you? How? But before anyone can speak another word, Nova has flung her spark of connection directly at Zera's heart. The final act of Nano Cleaner Nova. Within the heart of Nano Cleaner Zera, Nova executes a desperate plan. Next time on Nest Play. Final act.